Man, you guys aren't playing around this time. All right. The devil, I feel like, is external to you and this person. I think it's a bad situation that has been allowed to infiltrate a relationship. Okay, so, but the thing is that I feel like it's more so the other person's outside issue that is causing problems than you. Okay, if that makes sense. It's almost like this person has an unhealthy attachment to someone else and it's still very much an issue in terms of the relationship. Now, it could be their own bad behavior though. And the thing is when you look at these readings, especially with this spread, and you have the devil as the overall, we're talking about a very unhealthy attachment. You know, and this may be one of those relationships where it's like, we need to stop this. You need to stop doing this, Cancer. So, and again, you know, like, it's funny because what I feel like here is every time I have to say that these are general messages, I'm immediately going, please don't kill the messenger. Like, because I know how people can get with these readings, but the thing is, you know, it's general. It's not everybody's situation, right? Oh, and I feel like I need to explain that. Like, please don't hurt the messenger. Please don't kill the messenger here. The King of Cups and then the Empress. This could definitely be like baby mama drama just because of the devil, and then looking at the Empress. If, you know, we're looking at this from something that's like more like mundane issues. But I kind of look at this and think that you were emotionally available and you gave a lot to this person. But I think that there are like disagreements between the two of you in terms of who has been giving what. Okay, so the Empress on their side, I think that they feel like they have been like very caring, giving, nurturing, right? The typical things with the Empress here. And like giving you something here where you feel like you've been doing the same with the King of Cups, right? Like emotionally open and available, very loving and supportive, right? Like the both of you are coming in with this type of energy. But I think that Cancer has been more in control of an emotion in particular in regards to this person and the negativity surrounding them. So then you get into this conversation here with the Queen of Swords where you're like pointing out the fact that there is something negative going on with them, and they are not being nice about the way that they're communicating to you about it. Like, you should be understanding of this, as is what I feel like they're trying to get across. But the thing is I don't feel like that's fair because they move into the Moon where they're not facing the reality of their own situation. And you're being put in this place of, with the Hangman, like being forced to see things from their perspective, but their perspective is delusional. But I also feel like with the Hangman, that Cancer moves into this place where it's like, I need to really start to look at this differently. Why am I connected with this person? Why do I continue to do this? But I look at their like communication technique with the Knight of Swords and think, that's not fair. Like, I feel like that's not fair, but I also think that they're coming from a place where they look at it as, I've given you so much. You need to understand why I'm allowing this negativity in and why it's confusing me right now. Man, Cancer. But here's the thing. The way that you come out on this with the Five of Pentacles, this sucks ass, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is, I can't give this person something anymore. I need to stop doing this. And that's where a difficult choice is coming in. For them, it's the choice that they can't make to get rid of something external that is fucking up the relationship. Like, I don't know how else to put this. The Three of Swords, you know what? Like, I'm looking at this from their perspective and going, if you're heartbroken about this and you don't want to break somebody's heart, but you're giving into something negative, then I don't feel sorry for you. You know, and I try to be fair. Really, I do. I try to be fair when I'm looking at the other person. But Cancer, you're coming from a place of, with the Five of Pentacles, like, how can you say that you've given me so much when everything that I've given to you, you have taken and completely depleted me with the Five of Pentacles. If this is about another person that's involved and you're dealing with somebody who just can't get over it and they can't cut this person out, they can't cut this attachment out, I almost feel like you've been like protecting yourself from this for a while, but I don't know that you can do it anymore. And I feel like this is like giving up, especially with the Eight of Cups being there. So this person knows that they're causing heartbreak. They know that they are. And I think that they want to overcome this, but I don't think that they are doing the right thing, right? But they also feel like maybe the right thing to do here is just to, you know, end this relationship. But what they're doing is not really ending it. What they're doing is creating heartbreak. And if they're the ones that are feeling it, it's their own fault. So with the Two of Wands, Cancer, I almost look at this as, especially with the Hangman being above this, like a self-reflection type of thing, like I chose this course of action. But that also means with the Two of Wands that you can choose something else. But, you know, I also look at this as they want you to, you know, recognize what's kind of going on with them, but I don't think that it's fair, honestly. But I don't think that they're doing anything here where they feel like they can hold their head up. And maybe they feel like the right thing to do is just to cause this heartbreak. But that's because they can't make a difficult choice to cut the devil out. So now, moving into the Nine of Swords, fear, regret, absolutely. And I think that they're going to regret what they're about to do. They know that they need to get rid of this, but they choose not to, and they know that they're going to regret it. And I think that that's what amplifies like the heartbreaking feeling for them. But I don't feel sorry for them. Like I'm having a hard time feeling any kind of compassion. Cancer, though, I think that you do. I think that you do, and I think that you do understand. But you can't do it anymore. And that's the thing. I can't do it anymore. You've completely depleted me. And this is where I feel like you're giving up. Especially if the issue is, like I said, about, you know, other people being involved. I mean, clearly here. The Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, yeah. Yeah. Now, if you choose not to walk away, and this is a little bit predictive, if you choose not to walk away from this person, and you continue to deal with this, even though they're like fucking things up, I feel like with the Three of Cups, you're going to have to continuously defend yourself from other people that are involved with them, things that people may be saying about them, right? But I also feel like for some of you, this is like absolutely giving up. All right, Cancer. Now, finances and career. You know, this to me, it bothers me when this one shows up because it's like, well, we just need to it's like spirit saying we just need to throw this in here because it may be an issue, right? It may be an issue later on. It may be the issue that's going on with, you know, your love life right now. But it's so mundane, right? And it doesn't really clarify for me what the fuck is going on, especially when shit gets serious. So there are different ways where we can look at finances and career. But as far as what you're pulling here, there is an opportunity coming around to start again. And I swear to God, everybody seems to be dealing with exes. Now, of course, that's not going to be the case for all of you. But for me, I'm looking at it from a perspective of, God damn it, is everybody dealing with this? Because it sure the fuck looks like it. Now, the wheel could be saying that somebody is like changing. They're changing in a way where it opens up a new beginning here with the Ace of Cups. But with the Seven of Swords, we're not talking, we're not connecting, there is no connection. And I don't think that there has been, and I have to wonder, did this person actually change? And it could be that they can't connect with you because of financial issues or their career. Okay? But it's so mundane. I look at that like, really? With the Ten of Pentacles, though, we're talking about self-reflection. Is this really who you are in this relationship or who you really want to be, right? You need to take a look at yourself in this relationship. Can it be long-lasting? Can it be abundant? But are you, the person that you want to be? Because clearly there's a disconnect. But it's funny how you move into the Six of Swords where it's like wanting to bridge the distance, but it goes directly to the relationship is over. But why? Why does it have to go that way? You know, because you go from this new beginning to the end. You know, now, if this is about an ex, the thing is they, I don't feel like have changed. I don't think that anything has changed about them. And I think that for you, it could be a painful situation, but it could be like it just needs to be over with. And then the Six of Wands. But yet it's like, no, right? Like they keep putting themselves out there. That hurts you. Okay. So now as far as the past, like I said, I think that for a lot of you, this is an opportunity to start a relationship again. Now, let me spin this though in the perspective of those of you who are single and this is a new opportunity coming through for you. It's like a fortunate turn of events. Here's this opportunity. The problem is with the Ten of Wands, you may be getting involved with somebody who doesn't want to take the relationship any further. So it ends before it begins almost. And that's because there isn't a connection with the Seven of Swords, right? The thing is you're looking at this like, I think that this is something that you continue to do, but I don't know that you really feel like this is the person that you want to be. Do you really want to be in a relationship that may be abundant in certain ways, but is not going to be long lasting, or you're dealing with somebody who doesn't want it to be that way? And that's where the Hermit is coming through. You know, is this really what I want for my love life? And then you move into the Six of Swords with the Ten of Swords, where it's like no matter how you try to bridge the gap that's there, it just doesn't work and it comes to an end. But yet somebody is still putting themselves out there with the Six of Wands. Like they don't want it to end. Like, you know, maybe if I just like give them more attention, maybe this won't fall apart, right? But I think that this is going to move into a place where it's going to come to an end. Now, for those of you who are dealing with an ex, I look at the Six of Swords and I think with finances and career, and this could be the same thing though for those of you who are single and meeting somebody new. Their career may be the issue here in terms of the distance. And it may be one of those things where it's like, damn it, that's going to create the ending here, but we don't really want it to be that way, which is why somebody continues to put themselves out there. Now, on the other hand, if we're talking about somebody who just can't get their finances and career under control, that's a no for you, right? And it could be that simple. But if this is about an ex, like I said, with the Ten of Wands, they just have completely dropped the relationship with you. And it very much is that possibility of that happening again, because I don't feel like they've changed, even if they are coming back around. And there is an opportunity for a new beginning. For you, like I said, with the Hermit, you're looking at yourself going, is this really who I am? Is this what I want for my relationship? Is this what I want in my love life? Because I'm not connecting with this person. And either way, it's like, there's this ending, but somebody is still putting themselves out there. Like they still think that they can bridge the distance, or they don't want it to end because of distance, which can be the case. And I only say that because of the Six of Swords. And then the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. There needs to be some discussion here about what is lacking. I think that there has been an attempt to heal a lot of issues with this relationship. For those of you who are, you know, committed to somebody right now, there's been a lot of attempts to try to heal things. A lot of attempts. Like I can't get past that. And with the Six of Pentacles, there is always somebody who feels like they're being neglected in one way or another, which is why we're constantly needing to heal issues, heal issues, heal issues. And if that's the case, that would explain, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, or not the Knight, but the Page of Pentacles here. This is a relationship that is souring, or like things have soured between you and this person. There may be bitterness, right? But with the Eight of Wands, what's interesting though, is even though somebody may be harboring that, there's still this enjoying our time together. But we're not ascending past where someone feels neglected. Now, with the Knight of Cups, though, in the Two of Pentacles, this is like definitely needing to have a conversation for sure, right? Like, but I also look at this as the encounter, right? A different type of encounter. It's almost like somebody is changing their tactics. That's what I want to say. But there's still fear in approaching the other person. All right, sorry about that, Cancer. Oh my God, I don't know what the hell is going on. So I actually went through the entire, like, clarifying this, and I decided to go ahead and pull it out. What I will say, though, is what I originally seen was that somebody needs to let go of how the relationship used to be. Okay, but because the battery completely cut out on me, fucking Mercury retrograde, like, I don't know what else it could be right now. We're going to go ahead and re-clarify this because, you know, I kind of look at that as, well, then it wasn't meant to come out. So, like I was saying before, I feel like somebody is wanting to try to change their tactic and, like, trying to have, like, a different encounter with you. But the thing is that they're not, like, approaching you about the things that they're still harboring in terms of what they feel like they're still neglecting. Now, this could be you, though, right? Like, feeling like, and then the Five of Pentacles. And here's the thing, right? Like, if you just open up and talk about this, I think that things will be okay, because clearly there's the romance that's going on between the two of you, but there is a subject that is, like, hard to approach, right? And like I said, somebody is trying to change their tactic in doing this. But I think once that conversation happens, then the healing can actually start here. But it looks like somebody has tried to heal something from the past, and there definitely was a broken heart about it, because the Three of Cups is going to be about mending the broken heart, right? So you're trying to heal issues with the relationship, right? And there clearly is love there. There is the connection there. But there is something that is being neglected with that Six of Pentacles. But because of the Page of Swords, I feel like it has to do with an instigator in the relationship. You know, and again, it's not going to be for all of you, but this is going to be about those of you who are dealing with someone who won't leave you alone or won't leave your partner alone. Because that is the Page of Swords, somebody who's trying to, like, butt in, like, interjecting themselves into a relationship. But, you know, we're not ascending past that, though, because of the Page of Pentacles. Like, we're still bitter about this, right? But we're still enjoying time together with you're still enjoying time together with your partner. But we need to get past this. But it's a subject that is hard to approach. But the thing is that there is still romance between the two of you. I think that some of you just need to feel okay with, I need to talk about this and clear this up once and for all. Because I do want to heal this, I do want to move on from this, and I want it to be over with. But it doesn't look bad coming out, Cancer. It really doesn't. I just think that there may have been an issue with somebody who just needed to go away. Like, this person needs to go away and get the fuck away from our relationship, right? But it's hard to talk about.